our Board of Trustees, and we are so grateful for her leadership. She'll be joined in just a moment by Tamara Stevens, who's our Vice President of the Board, and they have an announcement. Speaking today is Reverend Nickie Golden, the other co-minister. Did I introduce myself? I'm Reverend Mindy Tucker. And also brand new in this capacity today is Kyle Larson, our music coordinator. And for his first time as music coordinator, he has sung here before, so he's not a stranger to us, but for his first time as our music coordinator, we have Cerise. So, I mean, it just doesn't get better than that. In that consciousness of joy and uplifting, recognizing that we are inexorably connected and entwined with the updraft of the divine, we come into a time of prayer. With uplifted hearts and uplifted minds, feeling joy and knowing peace. Here in this spiritual community, here at Unity of Mesa, we bring ourselves into a time of prayer, a time of communing with our Christ light, with our divinity, and recognizing that same Christ light, that same divinity in everyone and everything. Not only is this time in prayer a profound grounding experience, but it's how we choose to live our lives. So it is, and so we let it be. Amen. Well, as I promised, we have Tamara and we have Erica to make an announcement, an update. Put on your wellies, put on your rain boots, get out your buckets. They will invite you to do something.
Good morning again.
Morning.
I got such great feedback about the bucket. And so we are here to provide an update on the Stop the Drop campaign. First of all, give yourselves a round of applause because you have really stepped up and answered the call. So the total for the week that was donated was $2,623.14, which is awesome. Yes. Our current total is $5,195.61, which is 26% away from our goal, or toward our goal of $20,350. So thank you so much. Please, and we appreciate those of you that have brought or made donations of bags of change. Everything helps so that we can get this taken care of and make sure that our kids and other people that use that facility are comfortable. So we're gonna make sure to put these buckets away. So continue, and thank you so much for your donations. Hold it also in prayer. Please hold that space in prayer. There's a lot of people that use it and that benefit from it. So we'll hold the prayer that the that there's no lack, there's no limitation, and that everybody that uses that space will be comfortable. Yes.
I appreciate how Tamara's umbrella is just a little bit smaller than the ones. So, pretty soon we're going to need an umbrella this size, and then we won't need an umbrella at all.
That's right. No umbrella at all.
Oh, not inside, that's for sure. All right, this next Sunday, so not today, but March 19th is our church picnic. Now, Reverend Nickie and I have never had the Unity of Mesa church picnic experience, but you have. Or you can find somebody who has and ask them questions. In charge of our picnic are Cassandra and Buddy. They're going to stand up. They are your go-to people. They can answer any question that you have. For instance, Unity of Mesa is providing the burgers, the dogs, the buns, and the condiments. What do you bring? That's a great question. Find them. They have the clipboards for you to sign up. If you don't find them, they will find you. Just saying. Next Sunday, it's a whole lot of fun. Games. Yeah, we're going to have games.
Yes, we are going to have games. They'll be fun, and we're going to invite you to play games with us.
I'm good at cornhole, by the way.
She's very good. So we have a new class that's coming up. It's going to be in April. And what it is, it's exploring different energy modalities. So you'll find a few signs back by in the hallway past the kitchen. There should be a sign up here on the board in front. We're going to be doing different individuals. Marianne Schweitz is going to be here. Louise Zeman and Mariah Saltzman are going to do something on energy codes. Darlene Moore is going to talk about Reiki. Joyce Eckstein is going to do tuning forks. Our own Julie and Steve are going to do something on herbal goodness. So we're going to have a lot of fun things to do across the month of April, and we're sliding into May because we just got so excited about all the different possibilities. So we're inviting you to that. It's Tuesday nights. It's in the sanctuary, and it will be from 7 o'clock to 8:30. And it's a series that you can come to all of it, or you can come to that thing that interests you best. So you'll be seeing and hearing more about that, but I wanted to give you the heads up for that right here and now so you can plan your calendars.
Now, on the second and the fourth Sunday of every month, we have meditation. It's a beautiful centering experience. It's held in the annex that has the roof that needs to stop the drops. It's held over there in the annex. Leading that meditation is Karen Pfeiffer. And I want to have this opportunity to acknowledge Karen Pfeiffer because she's been going through a program at Upaya. And last Sunday, she was ordained in that Buddhist tradition. So if Karen could stand up and we can bless her and honor her for her commitment to the past and that service. Karen, we love you.
We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Buddha in you.
We behold the Buddha in you. Yes. Oh, yeah. Because Unity honors all the past to God. So with that feeling of joy and honoring, please stand as you are able. We're going to sing a new song. It's called Doing What I Do Best. It's a little bluesy. It's a little rocky. We're getting going. We got the shoulders.
This is how I want to spend my time. This is how I want to spend my time. This is how I want to spend my time. Doing what I do best. Doing what I do best. If it gets me high, if not just getting by. If I'm every test, I must be doing what I do best. This is how I want to pass my days. This is how I want to pass my days. This is how I want to pass my days. Doing what I do best. Doing what I do best. I never get the blues, and life is too good to be true. If the answer is always yes, I must be doing what I do best. This is how I want to live my life. This is how I want to live my life. This is how I want to live my life. Doing what I do best. Doing what I do best. If this is what I want to be, and I do it all for free. If I never want to rest, I must be doing what I do best. This is how I want to spend my time. This is how I want to spend my time. This is how I want to spend my time. Doing what I do best. Doing what I do best. I'm doing what I do best. Doing what I do best.
All right, you guys did great. You did great. All right, Nancy Spence.
Hello, test. Okay. Well, this is the second Sunday, which means it's Volunteer Appreciation Sunday. And we are so blessed to have beautiful bookstore people. The volunteers that show up right when they're supposed to, and so dependable and trustworthy that we love them dearly. So bookstore people, come on over and get your flower. Okay.
Michael Kassler, who's not here, and Louise Zeman, who's not here, and yes, they're
Tamara, did you get? Okay. And Jeannie Butler is not able to be here, I don't think. That we have 7 people that do this faithfully. Yes. Did you get all these? I don't. Sandy Schmidt.
Oh, Holly Rodriguez.
Holly Rodriguez.
Come on up. We're so grateful for you.
And we're
right
getting
to the middle.
Come on in.
The light. Come and be a child of the light and allow us to bless you. Together, bookstore volunteers, we say we love
you. We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are. Thank you.
All right, Nancy, if you just hand that mic right to Julie, we're rolling right along.
Okay, I am here with Lily, and this is her first time doing the affirmation. So this is exciting. Thanks, Lily. Okay, so I'm going to hand the mic to you. We're going to see the words on the screen, and you can lead us.
I am renewed by the gift of love. Say it with me. I am renewed by the gift of love.
Thank you, Lily. Before you go, so there's 2 ways on this. There is a button you can press, or you just run your finger around it. Great. She wants to go, but I'm going to keep her here while we say the blessing. We're having so many blessings today. I'm feeling it. So, children and youth, it's your turn now. So, children, we love you.
We bless you. We appreciate you. And we behold the Christ you are.
Thank you.
Did I mention that they're happy to go to the annex to have their youth ministry program? This is the building that needs the roof. I'm just saying. All right, from the rascal poet Hafiz. Keep squeezing drops of the sun from your prayers and works and music and from your companions' beautiful laughter. Keep squeezing drops of the sun from the sacred hands and the glance of your beloved. And my dear, from the most insignificant movements of your own holy body. Learn to recognize the counterfeit coins that may buy you just a moment of pleasure, but then drag you for days like a broken man behind a camel. You are with a friend now. Learn what actions of yours delight him, what actions of yours bring you freedom and love. Whenever you say God's name, dear pilgrim, my ears wish my head was missing so they could finally kiss each other and applaud all of your nourishing wisdom. Oh, keep squeezing drops of the sun from your prayers and your work and your music and from your companions' beautiful laughter and from the most insignificant movements of your own holy body. Now, sweet one, be wise and cast all your votes for dancing.
Some say the grass is greener, say the sun is brighter, even if they've never seen the other side. You're living in the future, never in the moment, thinking something's gonna change your life. Blinded to the beauty all throughout your life. But we're here to tell you the secret to paradise. You can decide, you can choose. Don't let anything change your truth. Hold your head high, brave through the dark. Stand your ground and never give up the fight. Just bring it on, let the rain fall. Let it wash all your cares away. You're the only one who can say, I'm gonna live a better way. So live it today. You wake up and you say, man, how am I gonna change when nothing's ever right? But you've got to believe, gotta be the change you seek before you'll ever see the light. Open up to all the beauty in your life, 'cause it's time to change around your paradigm. You can decide, you can choose. Don't let anything change your truth. Hold your head high, brave through the dark. Stand your ground and never give up the fight. Just bring it on, let the rain fall. Let it wash all your cares away. You're the only one who can say, I'm gonna live a better way. Don't forget you hold the power in your hands to choose what happens when you feel like you can't win. You can decide, you can choose. Don't let anything change your truth. Hold your head high, brave through the dark. Stand your ground and never give up the fight. Just bring it on, let the rain fall. Let it wash all your cares away. You're the only one who can say, I'm gonna live a better way. So live it today. Just live it today.
wasn't that cool? Yes, thank you, Cerise and Kyle. Live it today. Well, that brings us to our topic. How do you see life? How do you see it? Do you see life as an invitation to all the goodness and all the aliveness that you can experience, that you're open to receiving? Or do you see life as an imposition? Oh, here we go again. I guess I have to get up because my alarm went off. Now I have to do this thing today. How do you see it? As Cerise saying, we get to decide. We get to decide how we see it. It's an opportunity to look at all the parts of ourselves. Not just the parts that come here on Sunday morning, which are fabulous parts, don't get me wrong. But can you live the same excitement and the same joy throughout the week? Can you get up with the same desire to go to your job, to go to your volunteer position, to maybe even clean your house? I have a little trouble with that one, I have to say. That's still a bit of an imposition to me. One of the things is we have tile throughout our house. And when we had carpet, it was easier to see where I had actually vacuumed. And so I could have some reinforcement from the environment that I had actually vacuumed. Now we have tile and I vacuum. And a few minutes later, here comes this big old fur ball from our cat. And I think that's an imposition. But then having the cat is not an imposition. He's an invitation to delight and joy. So then I get to play with, well, where is my life and how do I see my life and what areas of my life do I see it as an imposition? And in what areas of my life do I see it as an invitation, an openness for growth, a challenge, an opportunity, something to expand my awareness in? And it's going to be different each day. And it's going to be different for me than it is for you. But you have an opportunity to reflect on that, to see what you want. Sometimes when we have life and we see it as an imposition, what happens is we have a lot of feelings such as sadness, such as anger, such as frustration. Those come up. And then sometimes, I don't know about you, but sometimes those feelings come up. Here comes anger, and I'm like mad that I'm mad. So I'm compounding my mad. It's like compounded interest. Only it's going in a direction I don't really want it to go in. But I have that opportunity to change it around, to reflect on myself, to say, wow, what is it that I believe that creates this thing that's going on out here and this thing that's going on in here to be an imposition? And what do I need to do to open it up so the anger can be an invitation, my sadness can be an invitation, my pain, my angst, whatever I'm experiencing can actually be an invitation to something greater than I have experienced in the past. Are you interested in that? Yeah, it's quite amazing. Emmett Fox tells us that what we experience is our own concept of things. That's a big one. What we experience is our own concept of things. That's why no two people see quite the same world, and why in many different cases, different people see such different worlds. Have you ever been around somebody and you're watching this movie and you think it's the best movie in the world? It was like, wow, I want to see this again. And the person you walk out with says, oh, that was horrible. Have you ever had that experience? Well, we have that in movies, but we also have that in food. We have that in watching others' interaction. We have that in the ways people come and interact with us. We see the world as ourselves. Reverend Ike used to say, you meet no one but yourself. You know, and sometimes that's a little scary because I don't want to always be meeting myself in the dark corner of my closet that's a little bit messy. It has that hairball. I don't always want to be meeting myself. I want to be expanding myself, or at least I want to be meeting a new self. each time I meet myself. I want to be meeting someone who's chosen to grow, someone who's delighting in life, somebody who's choosing and recognizing from a place of conscious awareness that I can choose. I want to be somebody who's shining a light on what other people call darkness, so that that light can reveal the good that's present there. There is only one presence and one power active in the universe. Are we willing to see that presence and power and its activity in each of us, as us, knowing that we're it, and that that same presence and power is out there in that experience? It's out there in that event. It may not look like it. It might be up to us to discover it. It might be up to us to go, oh, I'm experiencing this as an imposition. How do I open up my mind to experience it as an invitation? When we are experiencing life as an imposition, we see obstacles. Oh, I really wanted to do that, but I can't do that today because of, oh, I had an obstacle. I made a new commitment. And there's that obstacle. How many of you do that? You make a new commitment, and the very first thing that pops up is an obstacle. It's like the universe is saying to you, do you mean it? Do you mean it? One of my closest friends, years ago, I haven't seen her in a while, but she's still a close friend. She committed to not eating chocolate. She was going to give a period of time of her life to not eating chocolate. And so she's a Chinese medicine practitioner, and she started complaining. My clients keep bringing me chocolate. And it's not like Hershey's. They're bringing me Toblerone. And they're bringing me hot chocolate from Starbucks. And they're bringing me this chocolate and that chocolate. And she was on a call with a group of us, and we're laughing. And we're laughing. And she's like, why are you guys laughing at me? This is really a problem for me. She saw it as an imposition. And we're laughing because we said, you made a new commitment. And the universe is saying to you, did you really mean it? What have you been doing with the chocolate that the people have been bringing you? She said, well, I've been eating it. I've been eating it, of course. Of course. So when we make a new commitment in life, we're going to see all the things that have been in the way of us completing that commitment. We would not be even needing to make the new commitment if we'd been living the commitment already. So the obstacles are going to show up because we've turned our attention. We've turned our awareness to that. When we're experiencing overwhelm, oh, this seems so hard to me today. Oh, this is difficult. Then we're in imposition. We can stay there. It's okay if you choose that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's going to impact the cells of your body, and we get to choose that. But if we're willing to make that shift of, oh, I'm feeling so overwhelmed, I wonder how I can chunk this. I wonder how I can make this more delightful. Do I need to put on music? Do I need to call somebody? I've been struggling with some website things. Now, I have called a number of people, and one day I called somebody and I got a different answer than I had been getting. It took me 2 months, but I got it. I solved it because I was willing to be persistent with the website problem. And now I'm like, wow, this is so easy. But it wasn't easy during those 2 months when I was challenged by it. It wasn't easy for me during those 2 months when I didn't know what I was doing and I felt overwhelmed because I didn't know. Because there was a small voice within me that said, you should know this or you should be able to find this out easily. Do you guys have that voice? The you should voice? Albert Ellis used to call it shooting on oneself. And let me be clear, I said shooting on oneself. Yeah, that's what Albert Ellis called it. The other one is avoidance. Do you ever see that person on that aisle of the grocery store and you think, oh, I better go down this aisle? Do you ever have a task that you need to do? No. Do you ever have a task that you need to do? And you're facing it, but you don't really want to do it, so you put it to the bottom of the stack, and you put it to the bottom of the stack, and you put it to the bottom of the stack. Have you ever done that? Yeah, and eventually the bottom of the stack is back at the top of the stack and it's time to do it. How different would it be if you did the hardest thing first? How different. And you might need to put on some music and dance. You might need to do a minute and go away for 2. But the hardest thing about this strategy is you got to come back. And then you do 2 minutes and you go away for 2, but you got to come back. And eventually you'll be there for a longer period of time and you'll get through the task. And you can say, wow, all of that avoidance was really creating more anxiety in my life. And now I've completed it. I can have that experience. Let's try that on. I can have that experience. So we have to be willing to overcome the obstacles, see the obstacles as an opportunity to growth. The invitation, the opportunity. We can take our feelings of overwhelm and get curious and become excited about learning something new. Or we can take our avoidance and simply face it. What am I not facing about this experience? Well, oftentimes, whatever we're not facing is actually right up in here. I'm not facing that I'm scared I'm going to do it wrong. And so I'm going to avoid it. Well, what would be the worst thing that happened if I do it wrong? I get to do it again. And maybe I can find somebody, and it might take 15 people, but 15 people later, I'm going to have some information that's going to assist me to do it better. This is what life is all about. How do we want to view it? What choices do we want to make? How do we want to see it? I don't know if you're familiar with the work of Byron Katie. I like her work. And so she's a ton of videos on YouTube. So I was watching her videos one day. And there was a woman who was talking to Byron Katie on the video, and she was complaining that her husband criticized and judged her all the time, and she just felt awful about it. Well, if you know very much about Byron Katie, her first question is usually, is it true? Is it true? So the woman thought for a minute, and she says, it feels true. And Byron Katie says, there's only 2 words that you can use to answer this question, yes or no. So is it true? Is your husband criticizing you? Is it true? And the woman had to think a long time. And the reason the woman thought a long time is what people say to us and what we hear from them is sometimes very different. What people say to us and what we hear from them is sometimes very different, because what we're hearing from somebody is going through our filters. If it's the filter of imposition, of course I'm going to think somebody has criticized me. If the filter is I'm not good enough, of course I'm going to think somebody has criticized me. If my filter is I never do it right, of course I'm going to hear somebody is critical, because what's in me, the Velcro in me, is I'm not good enough. People criticize me. If I could only do it right. So these are some of the things that may be in our thought process that are so automatic that we're not aware of them. So a simple question like, is it true, can interrupt that automatic process. You can simply interrupt it. Is it true? Is it true your husband was criticizing you? And the reason Byron Katie holds it to yes or no, which are hard to choose one if you have this backlog of, well, let me tell you all the things that he has said to me in the past. This is why I think he's criticizing me. And we pull out our laundry list. It goes longer and longer. So Byron Katie asked a few more questions. Tell me what happened. And the woman said to her, well, we were in the grocery store, and I'm pushing the cart, and I reach over, And he's with me. My husband, who criticizes me, is with me. And I reach over and I take out some oatmeal and I put it in the cart. And he said to me, "Do you think we need oatmeal? Do you think we have any at home in the pantry?" It's a question. Do you think we need oatmeal? Depends on what's in my head, whether or not I see that question as criticism or an invitation to think, oh, I wonder if we do. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes I have 2 or 3 things in my pantry that I thought I didn't have. And I just go, oh, well, I'm going to use them. I'll eventually use it. But that's part of how we can either be an invitation to having plenty in our pantry, or we can have an imposition of somebody asking a simple question and we wonder. Well, maybe we're not even wondering. Our go-to is criticism. Wow, even the universe said yes to that. Our go-to is criticism. So if we then take another step of what Byron Katie does, is she does something called a turnaround. He criticizes me. Well, in the Byron Katie work, you do a turnaround and you put yourself in that place. I criticize me. I criticize me. So if I'm criticizing me, I definitely have this Velcro for criticism, because as within, so without. And if I'm criticizing me, then it's going to show up out there. And it's probably going to show up in somebody I spend a lot of time with. And it's probably going to show up in a friend. And it's probably going to show up in somebody I've never even met. And I'm thinking, how come everybody criticizes me? And then I'm back in that imposition. I'm back in the victim place. And then I get to choose and choose again. I recommit to loving myself. I recommit to using loving words with myself. I recommit to finding, I wonder what they mean by that. We could ask a question. We could say to them, is it true? Do we have more oatmeal than I'm thinking about in our pantry? I mean, we could even use the same question Byron Katie used with this woman. Is it true? I don't know. I don't know if we have more oatmeal, but just in case we don't, so we have breakfast in the morning, I'm going to buy some more. And if we don't, then we're in luck. And if we do, we're in luck because we don't have to buy it again for however long it takes. I mean, how easy it is to see that level of invitation in life. Well, some days it might not feel so easy because the patterns that we built up in our lives that are habitual will take us there. But if we're willing to ask the question, is it true, and do the turnaround, well, where am I criticizing myself? Sometimes when I catch myself in judgment of myself, which I judge more than I judge others, but I do judge others. I do. We all do. It's part of life. We've been taught to do that. And we've learned in unity to do less of it, and we still do it, and that's okay. The joy is when we catch ourselves doing it. And then I could ask myself the question, where do I do that? Where do I do that? No wonder I'm having some body experience, some proprioceptive experience. No wonder I'm thinking, oh, is the world against me? Because within me, that already exists. But the beautiful thing is when I'm willing to catch the imposition, consider what happens, and move into reflection, I can choose again. I can decide anew. I can make a different choice. And isn't that what the basic premise we teach all the time? Choose and choose again. Commit and recommit. Choose and choose again and choose again and choose again and choose again. However many times it takes. Just like my 15 phone calls. I can choose 15, 20, 100,000, a million times until it becomes that which I'm looking for. The thing that my heart is being drawn to. And if we're willing to make it fun, we can dance through it. Yogi, I practice this. I practice this. Begone. I might have said this wrong. I'm so sorry. I apologize, Yogi. If you are willing to take a look at another person's behavior toward you as a reflection of their relationship with themselves rather than a statement about your value as a person, you will, over a period of time, cease to react at all. I want to read that again. Really listen to that. If you're willing to look at another person's behavior toward you, and that includes the person who's honked at you on the freeway, that includes the person who's yelled at you, that includes the person who's having a hard day and their tone is a little bit snippy. You guys have these experiences, yes? If you're willing to take a look at another person's behavior toward you as a reflection of their relationship with themselves rather than a statement about your value as a person, you will, over a period of time, cease to react to it all. Let's do the turnaround. Let's say thank you to Byron Katie and do the turnaround. If I'm willing to look at my behavior toward another person as a reflection of my relationship with myself, how am I feeling about myself today? If I'm willing to look at that over a period of time, I will cease to react to other people. When somebody says something to me, I can say, give me a moment to think. Or I'm noticing I'm feeling a little out of center today, so please don't take anything I say personally. We can actually speak that out. It might feel a little uncomfortable because we're not used to doing it, but how different would it be if every time I was a bit cranky, somebody said, how you doing today? And I said, I'm feeling a bit cranky, so please take that in consideration in all our interactions. So then when you interact with me and I'm a little cranky, you could go, oh, well, she told me she was a little cranky today and she meant it. She was being authentic. But what if we shared that level of authenticity with each other and then we're an invitation to each other to be the support and the love and the joy of the universe? No one and nothing is against us but ourselves sometimes. But we can shift that because that is within our power. That's within our wheelhouse. We can do it differently. We have that ability to choose. And if you don't know how, we're teaching those principles every single Sunday. And if you still are questioning, come talk to one of us or see a chaplain. Read a book. Watch a TV show. There's a lot of things that we can do that we don't have to have life be an imposition. Personally, I want 99.999999% of my life to be that invitation to joy. And not only to be the invitation to joy, but joy to be experiencing joy. I want to be able to look at another person's behavior toward me and go, oh, I guess they're having a bad day. I'm going to reflect because that's what I do spiritually is, I wonder when I had a bad day and how I was with somebody, which is going to support me in being able to say to somebody, I'm feeling a bit cranky, so just be aware of that. And I'm aware of it, so I'm going to be very mindful of how my tone of voice is. I'm going to be very mindful of my words. So we're really working with each other to create a heart-to-heart and heart-centered connection with each other. So here's some things we can do. Recognize the invitation to see my own deeply ingrained patterns. Another way to say this is my own unconscious patterns, my own shadow work. Yeah, shadow work. Because we all got one. Because there's light out there, there's light in here, and so our shadows are going to show up where we're not totally in alignment. But how cool is that? Because we're still here and we still have opportunities to grow. I'm not ready to leave this planet personally. Yeah, I'm just not ready. And I hope you're not either because I'm having way too much fun with you guys. Thank you. We have an opportunity to love the unloved parts of ourselves. What's unloved in me? What's unloved in you? And can you love it? can you love it? Because a lot of times the things that we have difficulty loving in ourselves are things that other people love about us. It's kind of this juxtaposition. It can be a conundrum at times. But some of the quirky little things that are parts of me that I don't like, other people like. And so I wouldn't want to give them up. They're a part of me. I want to make them more fun for me. Hopefully that will make them more fun for you. I want to claim responsibility for my experience. I don't want to be the blamer. I want to be the claimer. I take full responsibility for my crankiness. I take full responsibility for my joy. I take full responsibility for the ways that I create my life so that I'm waking up in the morning going, hey, I'm ready. Let's have fun today. What would you like to do? What would be the most fun that we could have today? So that at the end of the day, I can say, we had a good day, didn't we? We had a good day, didn't we? What was the best part of your day? So we can have those conversations with each other. So it's not complaints and criticism. It's not blame and shame. It's joy. It's harmony. It's peace. It's excitement. It's curiosity. It's fun. Life is about having fun. And we can then see life as a gift. If this is something you're interested in, I have a series of affirmations that I've just flipped those around a little bit. I'm willing to reflect on my life with love and to see my unconscious patterns. I love myself as much as I can, and I recognize my ability to respond to life, and I'm willing to see life as an invitation. Are these statements of truth that resonate with you? Then let's say them together. And I want to say to you, if they don't resonate with you, change them if you want, or drop out the ones that don't, so that you're not saying to the universe, this is who I am, when you don't really mean it. Because then you're going to find the imposition and the obstacle. So really give it a minute of consideration. And let's say them together. I am willing to reflect on my life with love and see my unconscious patterns. I love myself as much as I can. I recognize my ability to respond to life. I am willing to see life as an invitation. Are you willing to see life as an invitation? Are you willing to embrace the impositions and love them? Love the imposition as much as you can. And then the cool thing is you get love on either spectrum. Yeah, you get love on either spectrum. We're going to sing our way into meditation.
I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive. I am opening. I am opening. My heart is ready to receive.
What are you open to? What are you ready to receive? What have you been hoping for? Imagining, feeling. What are you waiting for? Are you ready to receive? Are you ready to receive life as an invitation to love? Are you ready to receive life as an invitation to joy? Are you ready to see whatever is going on around us as a possibility to bring your light into that moment, into that event, your light into your world in a way that you recognize the choice, that you feel delighted as you end your day, that you come to that place of peace within you, that you truly can say at the end of the day, I've had a good day. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. And I plan to rest with ease, to renourish my body. Are you willing to look at the places inside of you where you feel critical of yourself? Don't worry about looking at where you feel critical of others, because the moment we turn that light within on ourselves to look at where we're critical of ourselves and we embrace that place within us with love, we're going to be different with everybody else. Because we really, truly only meet ourselves. Oh, somebody was snappy with me. I wonder how I can love myself more. Somebody was loving with me. I wonder how I can love myself more. Somebody gave me a gift and I hesitated receiving it. I wonder how I can open to that reception of receiving a gift from another in a greater capacity so I can just say, yes, thank you. How can I create greater ease in my life? Let's take these thoughts into a moment of sacred and holy silence. And just before we come back into this room and this time and place, put your attention on your feet. Feel your feet in your shoes or in your sandals, or maybe you're barefoot. And then feel your feet on the ground. And then bring that awareness up to your knees. So you're feeling your knees. And if they hurt a little bit, just send them love and light. Just say, oh, I'm soothing you with my generous, loving attention. And then bring your awareness up into your pelvic region, your hips and your thighs. And bless them. Thank them for supporting you in bending and moving. And then bring your awareness up through your chest area to your shoulders. And think of all that you shoulder during a day, a week, a month, a year. And know that you have all that it takes within you. The strength, the wisdom, the intelligence to hold all that you need to hold as an invitation. And coming up to the top of your head, so that you have now embodied yourself from feet to the top of your head. And say, I am love. I am love. And I love myself and I love life. And I'm willing to see life as an invitation. And I'm willing to love the parts of me I don't feel are lovable. I'm reinvesting in those parts to bring love to them. I'm turning it around for myself. And I'm seeing the truth of me in that I am love. And say it quietly out loud. I am love. I am love. And say it a little bit louder. I am love. And Donna's going to bring the lights up. I am love. And say it a little bit louder. I am love. And turn to your neighbor and say, I am love. Don't worry about being selfish. Really love yourself in this moment. I am love. And then celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself and the love that you are in this world, that you are radiating forth and taking with you everywhere that you go.
Everybody just taking a deep breath and just feel that collective energy and love in this space. Yeah. So, as Reverend Mindy had said, I am your board president. I wanted to take this moment to say that we did send out a survey. We have received some feedback on it. Please know that the survey that was sent out is part of our board governance, and we're trying to do it a different way. So I will be in the back after service. If anybody has any specific questions about the survey that was sent out. Okay. So now is our time for our offering, our giving, our tithing, whatever you'd like to call it. And so there are many ways to give here at Unity of Mesa. You can, we are now passing the baskets around, which is amazing. The Vanco app as well. You can also text to the phone number. You can send it mail. It will be received. We have people here at the church during the week to receive the mail. And then you can also do it in person. And then if you do donate through Vanco or online, we do have these slips in the back of the chairs so that you can be part of the blessing process and still part of the giving process. Because it's a sacred experience to give and to tithe and to donate. So let's say our blessing. Divine love flowing through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. And we are such a grateful, abundant church. And we give thanks for all of the gifts and all of the givers.
I hope you never lose your sense of wonder. You get your fill to eat, but always keep your hunger. May you never take a single breath for granted. God forbid love ever leave you empty-handed. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you never fear those mountains in the distance, and never settle for the path of least resistance. 'Cause living might mean taking chances, but they're worth taking. Loving might be a mistake, but it's worth making. Don't let some hell-bent heart leave you bitter. When you come close to selling out, reconsider. Give the heavens above more than just a passing glance. And if you get the choice to sit it out or dance, I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you still feel small when you stand beside the ocean. Whenever one door closes, I hope one more opens. Promise me that you'll give faith a fighting chance. And when you get the choice to sit it out or dance, you can dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance. I hope you dance.
So deeply blessed by you. If you want to get to know Cerise better, you know, she takes these tours, and she has one going to Mexico that has spots open. You can hear her sing and dance all the time. Let's bless the reception of your generosity, your incredible support of Unity of Mesa. You are the ones who co-create what we do in the world. You are the ones that create the impact that transforms lives, and we're so grateful to you. Together we say,
We are one with the opulence of God. We are now in the flow of infinite abundance, and we give thanks for the prosperity that is ours by divine right. Yay! We have hospitality outside today. Please talk to somebody new. I know I ask you this week after week. I invite you to talk to somebody new so that we're getting to know each other. We're growing. We're having people that haven't been here before. We want to welcome them, and we want to welcome each of you so that we can get to know everybody and really build that heart-to-heart connection that is Unity of Mesa.
if you would like prayer support, we have chaplains available to pray with you today, and the chaplains will stand up. We have Delane, and we have Sharon, and we have John, and oh my gosh, we've got Audrey. This is like a stellar day, okay? Bring them your joys, bring them your concerns, and in gratitude for their sacred service and upholding this community. If you have a prayer need and you're online, there's a place on our website for you to submit a prayer request, or you could just email Rev Nickie at unityofmesa.org. Okay. If you have questions or comments about the board survey, please come see Erica. Otherwise, we hope you dance.
That's right. Every single day of your life.
Yes, we hope you dance. Okay, I'll stop singing, Sister Reese.
I thought it was